Hi, welcome to a bonus Eco Sports edition of ecopenny. This time I'm going to review the Trek Emonda ALR4 Rim Brake Edition. Welcome to the Trek Emonda ALR4 review. I've had this bike for about 6 months now. A lot of that wasn't steady riding because we had winter in between where the weather was too bad, I couldn't ride it. It's getting into summer now, so I'm riding it a lot more. Basically, my experiences, I'm a mountain biker and a penny farthing rider, and I'm only just getting into road biking this year, so I'm not a beginner cyclist but a beginner road cyclist. So I was looking for an entry-level bike that was decent, could be upgraded if required, but suitable for a beginner or intermediate rider. So I'll go through all the features later on, what this Trek Emonda has, but my perspective, having owned it for 6 months, I really like it, so I would recommend to buy it. If you're an experienced rider, you'd probably want something a bit more advanced, but if you're a beginner or intermediate rider, you want to cruise around, do training, I thoroughly recommend this bike. There's pretty good bang for the buck, and it's nice and comfortable to ride, nice and smooth, good 20 speed drivetrain. I'll go through the group set and everything later. And it's just nice and comfortable to ride. I'll go through it later. It's got an aluminium body with carbon forks. Aluminium's better for a beginner, so if you do drop the bike, it's not as brittle. So when I bought it at the beginning of 2019, this was available in red or black. So I much preferred the red, nice brighter colour. So I recommend you go for the red. I'll go through the accessories in a while. I've got a mirror, trip computer / speedo, front light and rear light. And I've got a nice toolkit I can show later. So this area that I'm in, it's called the Ponds in Western Sydney. It's quite a few cycle paths, ponds, picnic areas, playgrounds, great area for families. So I'm just having a little ride around here. It's got good community facilities, it's got a basketball courts there. There's ovals and grasslands for people to get out there and get some fitness and fun. This is a Trek Emonda ALR4 in all its glory. This is a red rim brake version from 2019. Picked it up about March 2019. This is a 54cm one, which is suitable for my height. Comes in a variety of sizes, so check with your bike shop which size suits you the best. I'll just go through with what's not standard. So I've got the Bontrager Iron Pro RT headlight. It's got flashing day and night modes and low, medium and high beam. Just a little trick with the headlight, this sort of got me at first. You got to double click like a computer mouse to turn the light on. It took me a while to figure that out. Hold it down to turn it off. Once it's on, if you press it, it'll go through all its different modes. Comes with a bell. I left the bell in there. extra things, a cycle computer. I normally have my Fitbit Ionic watch for GPS tracking. If you don't have a watch, you could probably get a cycle computer, but I've just got the basic speedo one. Tail lights are Bontrager as well. I've got my accessory kit I'll show later. Water bottle I'll show later. Let's start with the group set. It's got the Shimano Tiagra 2x at the front. And the rear cassette's a 28-12 cassette. So it's a nice Tiagra shifter, I like it. You can upgrade to the 105 and other ones if you want to later on. I've got the SPD SL pedals. So you can fit it with ordinary pedals, or I'd recommend the clip-in pedals. Better performance. I've got a video learning how to use these. I'll put a link in the description. So the cleats are like that. Good thing with this, it's got the carbon forks for a bit of lightness. Frame's aluminium, but it's how they've done it, it's sort of welderless. And basically it looks like a carbon frame and it's aero. So the advantage of the aluminium, it's a bit tougher. If you do drop the bike or it falls over, I've fallen over twice clipped in. It's just a bit more tougher, more durable, so for a beginner intermediate bike you're better off with an aluminium frame. So the rims are Bontrager Affinity TLR rims and Bontrager R1 tyres. These are 700 by 25, so the 25 it's got a bit of width, so it's a bit better. Gives you a more comfortable ride if there's a few bumps. I recommend the 25. This one you can upgrade to slightly wider tyre. It's got the rim brakes, which I prefer. They're easier to service, and disc brakes are better in bad weather and in the wet, but I don't really ride this in the wet anyway, so it's got nice rim brakes front and rear. If you're taking the wheel off, you just lift this up and it just spreads the pads so you can take the wheel off. And just click it back down again when you're riding. It's got quick release front and rear to take the wheels off. I'm used to the saddle now. You can always change the saddle if it's a bit too hard. I'm new to road biking, so I'm basically after 6 months I'm used to this saddle now. Montrose Comp Bontrager saddle. It's got 2 bottle cage mounts here, so they're extra too, these little mounts. So I've got the tools in one and a water bottle in the other. If you see my commuting videos, I recommend to have a mirror. This is a stylish one from Zful. Quite small but quite functional. And I recommend daytime running lights and high-vis clothing and a mirror if you're going on the road. That's just my opinion. These shifters are easy to use, so that's the front brake, back brake. So to shift on the rear cassette, you basically press the little one to go up a gear, whole thing to go down a gear. So this right one operates the rear cassette here. This front one operates a front train ring. I'm going to change gears at the front, the big one, change the whole thing, changes to the higher gear, to go back to the lower gear, do the little one. So it's easy to use. It took me a few minutes to learn how to use them, so I'm used to mountain bike gear shifters. I think that Tiagra system works quite well. I like the internal cabling too. Looks quite trendy. It does have the Duo Trap Bontrager Bluetooth socket there, so you can, if you upgrade into a power meter and other things, it's got that flexibility as well for later on. So just a little plug for Wheeler Cycles in Bathurst, where I bought my Trek from. Got these water bottles as well.
It's a new Camelback. I like this top. Basically that's off. Turn it anti-clockwise and that's on. You just drink it out of there. That's off, so it's pretty secure when it's off. There's no leakage. Unscrew the cap to refill it. This is my handy toolkit. Got this off eBay. There's quite a few of them available. It's the same size as a drink bottle. It's got GIYO as a brand. So it's got the essentials that I consider for a road bike. Just unzips. So if you're road biking, you need 2 spare inner tubes. Just got the packaging, what these inner tubes are. Approximately $10 Australian, 48mm Presta. And they're for the tyre size 70, mine are 70/25, so it fits 70 to 20 to 25 tyres. Got the Presta valve. Next bit of essential kit is an air pump. Just as a air support one from Bontrager. Quite light and small. Pop the cap, unscrew the end, fill up the tyre. I find some zip ties are quite useful, they're very light. I've got 2 tyre levers, another zip tie. Another thing is a derailleur hanger for my bike. If you're on a long ride and you bend the rear derailleur and this snaps, you're basically ruined. So having a spare one, it's pretty handy. It's just a Trek one from Wheeler Cycles. Especially if you're on a long road bike 100-kilometre trip or you're on a big event. Just an essential bit of kit. Got a spare valve cap, spare ring for the Presta valve. So if you're on any road bike trip, I recommend 2 spare inner tubes, a pump, 2 tyre levers, some zip ties and a derailleur hanger. My bike's got quick release front and rear wheels, so I don't need any other tools. It's handy to have screwdrivers and Allen keys and things, but this is basically the minimum equipment I think you should have for a ride. And don't forget to bring your water. So this is a pretty handy toolkit. You can get saddlebags and other things, but I like this because it just slots into the drink bottle holder. This one's probably run out on eBay now, but if you just search for drink bottle toolkits on eBay, there might be some other ones.
So all in all, I think it's a pretty nice bike. I'm very happy with the Trek. It's a nice beginner and intermediate bike. It's got decent features and good quality, and you can upgrade the group set and other bits if you want to. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the Trek Emonda ALR4. I purchased this bike myself, so it's not a product placement or endorse. Purchased it with my own money, so I'm very happy with it. So happy riding out there. Don't forget to like the Facebook, follow the Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell. See you later.